Welcome to the evyAI Community Spotlight, the show where we interview members of our incredible community so you can learn about them, connect with them, and build real, meaningful relationships. I'm Ion, and today I have a very special guest joining me. Welcome to the program. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the community, Jane.
Hi, I'm Jane Lehman with LegalShield Business Solutions. I've been with evyAI now for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and I love what this community. I came for the training and everything that Joe teaches, and stayed for the community, which is incredible.
I love that. Thank you so much for that intro. And let's dive right in. Who is your ideal client, and who do you serve, and how do you serve them?
My ideal clients are small business owners that have employees, vendors, or clients in different states, across the states and in Canada. Legal Shield works only in the US and Canada. And I am helping them get access to lawyers wherever they do business. And it's affordable, something they hadn't considered before. But we've been around for 54 years, and I want to help them grow their business.
Amazing. That is really helpful. I know so many people in our community are going to connect with that. Now, here's a question we love to ask because it is always one of the most powerful moments of the conversation. What is a mistake you made in your career that you think is worth sharing, and what lesson did you learn from it?
Oh, wow. From the very beginning, well, I think people in sales have been there and done that, is getting too excited about what it is that we're promoting, what we're passionate about, what we're selling, and kind of throwing up on people. And I learned very quickly, don't do that. It really is, especially on LinkedIn, it's about building relationships.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that. It genuinely takes courage to be that honest, and I think someone watching today really needed to hear it. Now, let's celebrate you. What are your top strengths and gifts that you bring to the evyAI community?
I would have to say, let me think. We should have asked these questions before we started this. I am a super connector, and don't ask me why. I love connecting people. If I can find someone that you would like to talk to, I'll be more than happy to connect to you. And I've been asked why. What do I get out of that? I just get this really good feeling that I've introduced two people that may be able to work together. And
I
I know
love that.
I'm not the only person out there that's like that, and it's just a good feeling. I don't need to get reimbursed or paid for it or whatever. I'm happy when people are finding the right people for them.
I love that. Okay, this is everyone's favorite question, and I feel like yours is going to be a good one. What is a fun fact about yourself that is super interesting, something that evyAI community absolutely needs to know about you?
Needs to know about me. Oh, I've got a lot that they probably don't need to know.
That's fine.
Like that I played in the eye of a hurricane once. What they need to know about me, I came to what I'm doing now from being a certified mediator. And between being a musician, being a mediator, and now what I do with LegalShield Business Solutions is that I know how to listen, and I bring a lot of strengths in listening openly and helping people understand, maybe even interpreting for people what someone else is saying, and just helping everybody understand each other. I don't know how do I say that. I wish I should have rehearsed that.
No, I did not see that coming. I love it. So, okay, so I want to set our community up to actually reach out to you. Why should people connect with you? How can you genuinely add value to people's lives?
Well, I love getting to know people. As I've already mentioned, it's about building those relationships and then helping connect them to their ideal client. That's what it's here all about. And if we can do that for one person a day, I think we're doing a great job.
Perfect. Now, here's one of my favorite questions of the whole interview.
Mhm.
What questions should people be asking you inside the evyAI community? What do you wish more people knew to bring to you?
Ooh, I wish they would ask me, who do you want to get to know? Maybe it's always so difficult for me because I think there are so many different people that don't know that even though this company is 54 years old, that it's possible to talk to lawyers whenever you need them, very, very affordably. And I wish people would ask me, how does that work? I guess that would be a good question. How does that work? Because a lot of people say, oh, I've heard of LegalShield, but that doesn't mean they know how it works. And that's powerful when they know.
That is powerful indeed. Excellent. We're coming up on the end of our time together, but I'm not letting go without this last one. Share some final words with the evyAI community. What do you want to leave people with today?
I want to leave people with the power of this community. Uh, the reason I joined evyAI the Pro was because of Joe. It's a long story, but I had learned that I had breast cancer and I was out visiting my daughter. Nothing had happened yet. It was all very new. And suddenly my phone rang and it was Joe Apfelbaum. And he was calling to see how I was doing. And I was blown away
Wow.
by that. And at that time, I didn't know because everything was so new. I hadn't had any surgery or radiation, any of that stuff. And I said, Joe, I don't know what's happening, but as soon as I'm done with this, I will join evyAI. And lucky in my case, I was over the whole thing within 5 months, and I got in touch with Joe and said, I'm in. I love this
Wow.
community. So it was very powerful. Joe walks the walk, he talks the talk, he continuously adds to value to us. How much better does it get? Most programs, if you're in a program of some sort, if they add something new, they add another fee to it. And that is not Joe Apfelbaum at all. So I love it. I love the community, and anything I can do to help the community, I will do.
Wow, that was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for being on the evyAI Community Spotlight, Jane. We're genuinely grateful for your time, your openness, and the value you brought to our community today. To everyone watching, go connect with our guests right now. Find them in the evyAI community, drop them a message, and keep building those real relationships. That is exactly what we're here for. We will see you on the next Spotlight. Until then, keep networking, keep growing, and keep showing up. Boom.